Have you ever noticed how the way you walk has changed over the years? Maybe your steps have become shorter, more cautious, or maybe you've started looking down more often, tightening your arms as if trying to brace yourself from something you can't even see. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. In fact, millions of older women unknowingly adopt these protective walking habits, all in the name of safety. But what if I told you that some of those very habits, the ones you believe are keeping you steady, might actually be increasing your risk of falling? It's a scary thought, isn't it? Falls are not just random accidents. For women over 60 or 70, they're often the result of hidden changes in posture, muscle strength, and even confidence. But here's the good news. With just a few mindful shifts in how you walk, how you hold your body, and how you think about movement, you can regain your stability, your grace, and your independence. In this video, we're going to uncover the subtle but dangerous walking mistakes many older women make without realizing it, and how to fix them one step at a time. No complicated exercises, no expensive equipment, just real practical tools to help you walk safer, feel stronger, and move through life with ease again. You'll hear about inspiring women, like 76-year-old Anita, who was terrified of walking after her fall, but learned to move with confidence again, and now enjoys her morning strolls without fear. And by the end of this video, you'll not only understand what's been holding you back, you'll feel ready to take your life back, one strong and steady step at a time. So if you're ready to feel grounded, empowered, and proud of how you move through the world, stay with me, because this might just be the most important walk of your life. The real reason we fall, what aging does to our walking style. For many women, the fear of falling isn't just a passing thought. It's a quiet worry that follows them from room to room, from garden paths to grocery aisles. And while most believe it's just part of getting older, the truth is far more surprising and empowering. Falling isn't simply about age. It's about how aging changes the way we move, in ways we often don't even notice. Let's start with the first silent change: muscle loss. After the age of 60, women begin to lose muscle mass at a steady rate, especially in the legs, hips, and core. These are the exact muscles that help us stay upright, catch ourselves if we trip, and keep our strides smooth and stable. When these muscles weaken, our steps get shorter, our balance shifts, and suddenly everyday tasks like walking across the living room feel unpredictable. But it's not just the muscles, it's posture. Have you noticed your head tilting forward more often? Your shoulders hunching slightly? That leaning in posture isn't just a visual change. It shifts your center of gravity forward, placing more pressure on your knees, your feet, and your balance. Suddenly, your body is no longer aligned for safe walking. It's unknowingly set up for risk. And then comes the fear. After a fall, or even just a close call, many women start adjusting how they walk out of caution. They stiffen up. They stop swinging their arms. Their steps get smaller. Their eyes drop to the floor, scanning for danger. But here's the twist. This protective walking style actually increases the risk of falling. Why? Because when your arms stop moving, they can't help your balance. When your steps get too short, you lose momentum. And when you stare at the floor, you disconnect from your surroundings and miss what's coming next. We must also talk about reflexes and vision. These naturally decline with age, and while you can't stop them entirely, you can adapt. Slower reflexes mean that if you start to stumble, your body might not respond in time to stop the fall. And changes in depth perception or peripheral vision can make uneven pavement or stair edges harder to judge, increasing the chance of a misstep. Finally, there's the environmental piece. Many homes weren't designed with aging in mind. Rugs that curl at the edges, dimly lit hallways, slippery tiles, all of these become hazards. And when you combine those with muscle loss, forward-leaning posture, and fear-driven movement, it creates a perfect storm for accidents. But here's the truth that every woman should hear. It's not age that causes you to fall. It's what age does to your walking style, and that can be changed. With awareness, a few adjustments, and consistent practice, you can retrain your body to move with more strength, more grace, and more safety. You can walk without fear and with full confidence in every step. And that journey begins with understanding your body, in choosing to move forward differently, intentionally, and beautifully. Anita's story, from fearful to free. At 74 years old, Anita had always been fiercely independent. She lived in the same cozy apartment for over 3 decades, took pride in watering her balcony plants every morning, and never missed her weekly visit to the nearby temple. Her life had a rhythm, quiet, steady, comforting. But everything changed one chilly morning. She had just stepped out of the bathroom, towel in hand when she slipped. No warning, no time to grab the counter. In seconds, she was on the floor, her wrist throbbing, her hip aching, her sense of control shattered. The physical pain eventually healed, but what lingered was the fear. That invisible fear began rewriting her daily life. No more walks to the temple, no more chatting with neighbors in the building courtyard. Even simple tasks, like walking from the kitchen to the living room, made her feel cautious, unsure, small. Her family noticed the change. Her daughter offered to bring groceries so she wouldn't need to go out. Her son-in-law offered to install grab bars around the house. They meant well, but to Anita, it felt like surrender. I didn't want to be fragile, she told her doctor, but I couldn't trust my own legs anymore. That's when her doctor introduced her to a local movement therapist named Priya. Unlike physical therapists Anita had seen before, Priya didn't start with exercises or equipment. She started with a question. Anita, do you remember how you used to walk when you felt strong? Anita smiled almost shyly. Yes, she whispered. I used to walk like I owned the street. And with that, their journey began. Priya didn't just teach her how to move. She taught her how to reconnect with the feeling of walking tall. They started small, just a few steps in the living room. Feet parallel, head up, shoulders relaxed, arms swinging, and always heel first, not flat-footed. Step by step, Anita learned to walk again, not out of fear, but with quiet control. They practiced how to turn without losing balance, how to stand without rushing, how to breathe while moving, not holding her breath out of nervousness. Within a few weeks, something began to shift. Her steps grew longer. Her gaze lifted. She stopped grabbing furniture for balance. She began humming again while she moved. And then one sunny afternoon, just 2 months after her fall, Anita took a walk by herself to the temple. No cane, no fear, just her sorry, and that proud posture she hadn't felt in years. Her neighbors watched in awe. You're glowing, one said. Anita laughed. I'm walking like myself again. Her journey didn't involve extreme workouts or hours in a gym. It began with awareness, then alignment, then repetition, and most importantly, belief. Anita's story isn't just inspiring. It's a reminder that we're never too old to rebuild, recover, and reclaim our confidence, one step at a time. How to diagnose your walking style at home. Most people never stop to analyze how they walk. After all, it's something we've done our entire lives. Why question it now? But here's the truth. As we age, small shifts in posture, movement, and muscle strength can quietly transform our walking style in ways that put us at real risk. And unless we stop and notice these shifts, we can't correct them. You don't need a doctor, therapist, or fancy equipment to begin understanding your own walking habits. All you need is a mirror, a bit of space to walk, and a willingness to pay close attention. Start by finding a quiet spot in your home where you can walk back and forth freely, like a hallway or an open living room. If you have a full-length mirror nearby, even better. Take off your shoes and walk naturally, as you would when going about your day. Don't try to perform or correct anything yet. Just observe. Now ask yourself, do I shuffle my feet instead of lifting them? Are my steps short and stiff, or do they feel relaxed and steady? Am I always looking down at the floor instead of ahead of me? Are my shoulders hunched, pulled forward as if I'm bracing for something? And what about my arms? Do they stay stiff by my sides, or do they move naturally as I walk? If any of these sound familiar, take note. These are not just harmless quirks. They're signals, early warnings, that your body may be out of alignment, and that your gait, the way you walk, could be putting strain on your joints, throwing off your balance and increasing your risk of tripping or falling. Let's go deeper. Think about your head. Is it positioned forward, leading your body like a weight pulling you down? This forward head posture is incredibly common in older adults and can dramatically throw off your center of gravity. It also tightens the neck and upper back, leading to stiffness and fatigue. Now think about your arms. If they're not swinging at all, that means your body is missing out on one of its most natural balancing tools. Arm swing isn't just for show, it actually helps stabilize your body during movement. Without it, your body has to work harder to stay upright. Take a look at how your feet land. Do you walk flat-footed, planting your entire foot at once, or do you step heel to toe? The latter creates a smooth, shock-absorbing pattern that protects your joints and keeps you more stable. The former creates impact, increases fatigue, and limits your ability to react quickly to uneven surfaces. Lastly, ask yourself, do I feel anxious while walking, even indoors? Do I find myself reaching for walls, tables, or chairs for support? Do I avoid walking in public because I'm afraid of losing balance? If you answered yes to two or more of these reflections, don't panic. This is not a failure. This is a moment of clarity. You now know what needs attention, and awareness is always the first step toward improvement. Think of this like a personal checkup. You're not diagnosing a disease, you're recognizing patterns, habits, and tensions that have quietly crept in over time. The best part is, once you're aware of these habits, you can begin to change them. And every change, no matter how small, brings you closer to walking with confidence, safety, and ease. So take this moment seriously. Walk slowly, reflect honestly, write down what you observe, because what you learn today could be what keeps you safe tomorrow. How to walk the right way and regain balance, confidence, and safety. Now that you've taken an honest look at how you currently walk, it's time to shift gears toward how you should walk. This isn't about perfection. It's about realignment, confidence, and taking back control of something you do every day without thinking, but which affects your health more than you know. Let's begin with your posture. Imagine a string attached to the top of your head, gently pulling you upward, not to make you stiff, but to help you rise into your full height. This subtle lift naturally elongates your spine, draws your shoulders back, and brings your chest slightly forward. Not puffed out, just open. When your head is stacked directly above your shoulders and hips, your body is aligned, your joints are less strained, and your balance instantly improves. Next, focus on your gaze. Most people over 70 tend to look down at the ground while walking, often out of fear of tripping. But looking down actually increases your chances of falling. Why? Because it shifts your center of gravity forward, puts strain on your neck, and prevents your brain from reading the path ahead in time. Instead, aim to keep your eyes looking about 6 to 10 feet in front of you. This helps maintain upright posture and gives your brain time to process what's coming. Now your arms. Let them swing naturally as you walk. Not exaggerated, not stiff, just relaxed, gentle movement that mirrors your stride. When your right leg moves forward, your left arm should swing forward as well. This rhythm is your body's natural way of balancing itself. Many seniors lose this swing without even realizing it, and regaining it can make a remarkable difference in your stability. Let's talk about your feet. The safest and most balanced way to walk is heel to toe. That means your heel should make contact with the ground first, then your foot rolls forward to your toes, which push you gently into your next step. This might feel odd at first, especially if you've been walking flat-footed or shuffling, but with a little practice, heel-to-toe walking will feel smoother, more fluid, and far more secure. Foot placement matters too. Keep your feet about hip-width apart. If you walk with your feet too close together or turned inwards, you reduce your base of support and become less stable. On the other hand, walking too wide can throw off your natural rhythm. Find that neutral middle, stable, comfortable, and confident. Finally, pace. One of the biggest mistakes older adults make is walking either too fast or too cautiously. Too fast and your steps become risky. Too slow and you lose momentum. Aim for a steady, natural pace, one that allows you to feel in control, yet relaxed. Walk like you're going somewhere, but you're not in a rush. Feel each step. Let your breath flow. Let your body move the way it was designed to. This isn't just about walking. It's about reintroducing trust into your body. When you walk with awareness, alignment, and rhythm, you start to feel something powerful: safety. And from safety comes freedom. This new way of walking might take some getting used to, but with practice, it will become second nature. And the benefits: less pain, better balance, improved posture, greater confidence, are worth every step. Simple daily exercises to strengthen your walking muscles. Learning to walk the right way is a powerful step, but to maintain that safe, balanced stride, your muscles need to support the movement. The good news? You don't need fancy gym equipment or complicated routines. With just a few minutes a day, you can build strength in the exact muscles that keep you steady, stable, and strong. These exercises are gentle, low impact, and perfect for seniors. More importantly, they target the key areas that affect your walking: your feet, ankles, legs, hips, and core. Let's break them down. First, chair-assisted single leg stand. Purpose: improves balance and strengthens the small stabilizing muscles in your hips, knees, and ankles. How to do it? Stand behind a sturdy chair and place your hands lightly on the back for support. Lift one leg slightly off the ground and try to balance on the other for 10 to 15 seconds. Switch legs. Do 3 sets per leg. As your balance improves, try doing it without holding the chair or while brushing your teeth or waiting for the kettle to boil. Second, alternating knee lifts. Purpose: build strength in your hip flexors and improve step height, reducing the risk of tripping. How to do it? Stand tall and hold on to a chair. Slowly lift one knee as if you were marching. Hold it for 2 seconds, then lower it. Alternate between legs. Do 10 reps per leg. Move slowly and deliberately. The goal is control, not speed. 3. Heel-to-toe raises. Purpose: strengthens calves and ankles for better push-off during walking and helps with balance. How to do it? Stand behind a chair, raise up onto your toes, hold for 2 seconds, then slowly lower your heels back down. Then rock back onto your heels, lifting your toes slightly. Do 10 reps of each. This helps improve foot awareness and strength, crucial for navigating uneven surfaces. 4. Straight line walking. Purpose: reinforces correct posture and stride mechanics. How to do it? In a hallway or clear space, walk heel to toe in a straight line, as if walking on a balance beam. Keep your arms swinging gently and your gaze forward. Do for 2 minutes, twice daily. Focus on steady, rhythmic movement. This is a fantastic drill for brain-body coordination. Fifth wall posture stretch. Purpose: improves posture and opens the chest for better breathing and balance. How to do it? Stand with your back against a wall, heels, buttocks, shoulders, and head all touching. Breathe deeply. Gently pull your shoulders down and back, opening the chest. Hold for 30 seconds. Repeat 3 times. You can also do this before your walk to realign your posture. These exercises may feel small, but their impact is big. With regular practice, you'll notice more control in your steps, less stiffness in your joints, and more confidence in every movement. Just 10 to 15 minutes a day is enough. The key is consistency. Like watering a plant, the small effort you make daily adds up, nourishing your strength, your balance, and your sense of independence. And remember, this isn't just about walking, it's about living freely, fully, and fearlessly. The real benefits: how a better walking habit changes your life. By now, you've learned what aging does to our walking style and how simple daily exercises can help you regain balance and strength. But here's where it all comes together: the real reason we're doing this. Because when you change the way you walk, you don't just improve your movements, you improve your entire life. Let's start with the most obvious benefit: fewer falls. For many seniors, the fear of falling becomes a daily shadow, influencing where you go, what you do, and even whether you leave the house at all. But when your steps become more stable, your posture more upright, and your awareness more intentional, that fear begins to fade. You'll start to walk not with hesitation, but with calm confidence. And that alone can prevent most of the stumbles and trips that steal our freedom. Pain also begins to disappear. Maybe you've lived with aching knees or a stiff lower back for years, thinking that's just how aging feels. But when your muscles engage properly, when your body moves in alignment, the pressure on your joints starts to lift. Suddenly, everyday actions like climbing stairs, rising from a chair, or walking to the mailbox feel easier, lighter. You'll be surprised how much of that discomfort wasn't due to getting old. It was due to poor walking mechanics that can be reversed. Another benefit is improved posture and energy. When you start walking tall, head lifted, spine aligned, arms gently swinging, your whole body opens up. Your lungs expand more fully, your heart pumps more efficiently, and oxygen flows freely through your system. You'll feel it in your breath, your focus, and even your mood. Because better posture doesn't just look good, it feels good. It lifts your spirit, and others will notice. You'll begin to look more vibrant, more youthful, and more alive. Then comes the emotional shift. Your confidence returns. When you walk without fear, when your body supports you instead of working against you, you start to trust yourself again. You go out more. You say yes to the walk in the park, the trip to the store, or the visit to your neighbors. You reconnect with the world around you because you're no longer worried about being unsteady on your feet. This independence is powerful, and it's something every person deserves no matter their age. And finally, there's something even deeper. Your identity starts to shift. You stop seeing yourself as fragile. You begin to feel strong again, not just in your body, but in your mindset. The simple act of walking becomes a form of self-respect, a declaration that you are not giving in to fear or decline. You are choosing to take control, choosing to move forward, literally and figuratively. Final thoughts. If all of this sounds inspiring, that's because it is. You now know the truth. Walking isn't just something we do. It's a reflection of how we feel about ourselves. And when we take the time to walk better, everything else starts getting better too. So let this be your reminder. No matter your age, it's never too late to reset your habits, to reconnect with your body, and to rediscover the joy of movement. One step, one breath, one moment of awareness at a time. That's all it takes to start this transformation. If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment below telling me what part spoke to you the most. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You never know who else might need to hear this today. Thank you for walking this journey with me. You've already taken the first step.